as Nicole said, we're actually going to cover the two last chakras, the two highest chakras today, the Ajna chakra as well as the Sahasrara chakra, very hard to pronounce. But both of these chakras are beyond the physical. They are beyond the body. So they open up when all of the other chakras are in balance. So Ajna is the chakra that's located in the midbrain, right near the pituitary gland. And we call it the third eye. You've probably heard of that because it is our inner vision. So Ajna is like the conductor of an orchestra. It just keeps everything else moving very smoothly. It's your intuitive sixth sense. So when the mind is still and all of the other chakras are in balance, Ajna opens up to tap into the higher intelligence, the Sahasrara chakra, which brings you to a place where you kind of like, you just know, you sense what your next right action should be. So it gives you that clarity of thought. It gives you inspiration to just take action on whatever it is that's really important to you. So the Sahasrara, that's our seventh chakra, our last chakra, and it literally means thousandfold. It's depicted like a 1,000-petaled lotus flower that just goes into full bloom right at the top of the head. And it only opens up again when all of the other chakras are in balance. But it's kind of like a two-way street. It opens us to beyond, it opens us to the infinite, but it also brings us in and down so that all the other chakras connect to it and the other chakras connect to the infinite. So it's located between your hairline, the Sahasrara, and Bindu, which is really where a ponytail is. So this is the area of the Sahasrara chakra. And when it is open, when we open it in meditation, you just kind of feel like the skull plates of your head just open up a little bit, and that the top of the head feels a little bit light. So when it's open, when Sahasrara is open, you can use the intuition that you get from Ajna, from the third eye. You can assimilate information, you can analyze information, you're open-minded, you question, you think intelligently, you're thoughtful, you're aware, and actually, I think most important, you're spiritually connected. So opening the crown chakra is about expanding your awareness. It's like going from an old computer or an old rotary phone to the high process computers that we have today, and of course to our iPhones, so that now we can access all of the information that's on the internet. It's all about expanding our awareness. So Sahasrara is like a movie screen. It's like a movie that's going on in our minds all the time, the chatter that we have. In yoga, we call that chatter vrittis. And so those vrittis are always going, always going, always going. And when we're able to still the mind, it's like a blank movie screen. The Sahasrara chakra is just a white movie screen. And when that happens, you are inspired. When you clear the screen of your mind, then you can act with wisdom, you can act with intelligence. And so to get there, of course, we use our pranayama or our breath practice. We use our asana or our movement practice, and we use our meditation, of course, at the end. So we're going to start with our breath practice as we always do. But before we do that, I'd like you just to prepare for our meditation practice, which is a little special today because we're going to be doing it lying down. It is guaranteed to take away all tension from your mind and body. So just to take a moment to think to yourself, whether you want to lie down on the couch or your bed or the floor. I mean, if none of that works for you, of course, you can stay seated, but I think you'll enjoy it more if you're lying down. So just think about that for a moment. And also, if you have something, a pillow for your head, a sweater or a blanket, if it's cool where you are, just to keep warm, okay? So you can get that while I'll continue talking and you can gather anything that you need. But as we know from our previous practices, breath practice in yoga is called pranayama. And so prana is the breath or life force, and yama is to stretch the breath. So that's what we're doing. We stretch the breath in our pranayama practice. And as we go through the process, the body begins to relax, the mind begins to clear, and we just begin to balance the energy within our bodies. So we want to make sure that for this part that we're sitting correctly, that we're sitting very balanced. So kind of come a little bit more maybe towards the front of your chair and wiggle around a little bit so that you can feel the sit bones right on the chair, and look down at your feet first to make sure that your feet are parallel. So you want them both to be parallel. And then just lifting the toes up slightly so that you can relax the toes and then place them down. And just placing the hands down, maybe flat down onto the lap. And as you press the sit bones down into the chair, just very gently lift the pelvic floor, lift the belly in and up. Relax the shoulders down, lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. And very gently just close the eyes. As you close the eyes, just feel the space between the brow widen. And relax the jaw, open the back teeth. Relax the tongue, let it just float in the mouth. And just begin to notice your breath without trying to change it. Never any right or wrong, just noticing where it is. And just noticing for a moment if it's a coolness in the nose, maybe a tickle in the throat. Maybe you're feeling it in the belly, or in the chest. Or maybe you're feeling it in more than one place. Noticing if it's long or short. If it's easeful or feels stuck. And so we're going to begin by practicing a full and complete breath by just first placing both hands right onto the belly on either side of the navel. You can crack your eyes open for a second if you need a visual. But as you place your hands right on the belly, on the inhale, feeling the hands puff out. And on the exhale, feel the hands go in as the belly goes in and back. And again, inhaling and feel the hands puff forward. And on the exhale, feel the hands move back, belly going back and down. 2 more like that. Inhale, belly puffs out, hands come along. Exhale, belly comes back and down. Hands come back. And again, inhale, puffing the belly out. Exhale, allow the belly to come in and feel it go back and down. And now moving your hands up to the ribs, and you can move them to the side or you can put them in front if that feels better. Inhaling into the belly again, but then move it into the side and back ribs, so expanding it. And exhale, feel the hands come in, the belly move in and back as the ribs contract. And again, inhale, belly, side ribs, back ribs. Exhale, feel the ribs contract, the hands come in, and the belly goes in and back. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And now placing the hands right underneath the collarbones, we'll experience that full and complete breath. So as you inhale, puff out the belly, the side and back ribs, all the way up to the top corners of the chest. Pause. And exhale it all of the breath out of the body. And again, inhale, belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. Pause, exhale all the breath out of the body. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just continue on your own. Whenever your next exhale comes, excuse me, bring the palms together at the heart center. Bowing the head to the heart. Affirmation. I am open to the wisdom within. I am open to the wisdom within. I am open to the wisdom within. And then slowly bringing the hands down, cracking the eyes open. And inhale, lift the chin all the way up, dropping the head back. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest in that long count. Full breath in as we lift at the chin, head goes back. Full breath out as we draw the chin down to the chest. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here, and as you exhale, that long exhale, take a turn of the head to the right. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, take a turn to the left. Inhale, back to center. And turn the head to the right. Inhale back to center. And turn the head to the left. Inhale back to center. Drop the chin to the chest. And then drop the ear, the right ear to the right shoulder, holding here. Full breath in and full breath out. Slowly come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the chin towards the chest and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Take a pause. Fully breathing in and fully breathing out, letting all the air out of the body. Back to center. Relax the shoulders down. Make sure that you haven't moved your feet. We're going to imagine a clock. We're going to do some eye exercises, just pretending that there's a clock in front of us. We're going to look all the way up with the eyeballs, keeping the head steady, keeping the whole torso steady, and just gazing up as if you were looking up at 12 o'clock on the clock. And then turn your gaze to 1 o'clock, to 2 o'clock, to 3 o'clock, to 4 o'clock, to 5 o'clock, to 6 o'clock, to 7 o'clock, to 8 o'clock, to 9 o'clock, to 10 o'clock, to 11 o'clock, and back to 12 o'clock. Close the eyes, rest the eyes for a moment. Take a full breath in, belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. And exhale every little bit of breath out of the body. We'll do that exercise once again, but this time we'll start at 12 o'clock and go counterclockwise. So lift your gaze to 12 o'clock without moving the head. 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then just slowly place the hands over the eyes without touching the eyes with the palms, closing them and just letting them relax for a moment. Full breath in, belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. And exhale it all the breath out of the body. Placing the hands down and then bringing them out by your side, opening the eyes, inhaling, bringing the arms all the way up, palms to touch. And as you exhale, just flow to the right. Inhale, bringing the arms all the way up. And exhale, flow to the left. Inhale, bringing them all the way up and flow to the right. Inhale once again. We're just gently twisting as we flow to the left. Inhale, coming all the way up again. And this time as you come to the right, just holding here and using the leverage of your left hand against your right thigh to just come into a little bit more of a twist. Keep the shoulders nice and level. Don't twist so much with your head and neck. And then just raising that right arm all the way up. And if you grab on to that thigh, you can kind of hold on there and use that to drop the left shoulder and take a nice lean over to the left. And so you'll feel a sense of spaciousness between the ribs. Just stretching out the right side of the body, which is the energy channel called Ida. And then slowly coming all the way Once again, we'll begin to bring the palms out to the side and inhale, bringing the palms all the way up and pause. And this time taking a twist to the left. Inhale, coming all the way up. And take a twist to the right, keeping your sit bones solidly placed as we just begin to activate the digestive system. Inhale, coming all the way up, and exhale to the left. Inhale, coming all the way up, and exhale to the right. The next time we come to the left, inhale, coming all the way up, we're going to hold on the left side. And so when we come into these twists, we squeeze the organs, we activate the digestive system and do a kind of squeeze and soak. When we release the twist, we bring in new nutrients and blood supply into the area. Lifting the left arm all the way up, holding on to that left thigh to give you a little bit of support, and just taking a lean over to the right. And once again, you can keep the bicep by the ear if that works for you. Relax that right shoulder down. So try not to bring that right shoulder up by the ear. And again, you'll feel spaciousness between the ribs on the left side. The Pingali Nada, that's the energy channel that we're just allowing energy to flow easily and smoothly through. And then slowly coming back to center, bringing the arms out once again, palms facing forward, but this time just clasping the hands. And we're going to make like little angel circles around the head. And just feel just an absolute flow, and you may want to feel as though your body wants to come along. So just allowing the body to come along with the arms. Again, there's no right or wrong, however your body wants to move. Just feel easeful, feel sensual. Just let the body move in any way that it wants to move. And then stopping here and just begin the angel arms around the other way. You can just start with the arms. And maybe when you start with the arms, the body just feels as if it wants to come along. And so you let it just do what it wants to do. You may be flowing way down. You may have a little movement. Whatever feels good for your body, you allow to happen so that those energy channels begin to open up and release the prana into all the cells of the body. And then slowly bringing the hands down, kind of tip forward, come a little bit forward onto your chair. We'll do our cat-cows. So I'll do the first one so that you can see for anyone who's new. And we place our hands right on the knees, looking down once again to make sure that the ankles are directly underneath the knees, straightening the arms here so that you have nice leverage. And as you inhale, you pull on the knees so that you can arch the back. The sternum lifts up, the chin lifts, but you still have length in the back of the neck. And as you exhale, you bring the belly to the back of the spine as you drop the chin towards the chest. And again, inhale, arching, lifting the sternum, coming to the front of the sit bones and back of the neck stays long. And exhale, belly to the back of the spine and rounding. 2 more. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sternum, lift the chin, shoulders back. And exhale, belly to the back of the spine, and you're coming to the back of the sit bones. This time we come to the front of the sit bones as you arch and come forward, shoulders back, and lift the chin. And exhale, coming to the back of the sit bones and rounding, really working the spine.
Coming back to neutral, close the eyes. Just notice how you feel. Again, no right or wrong way to feel. We'll begin our sun salutations. If you haven't done these before, then just, I have to fix my chair. We have to just follow along after the first or second one. We start again, just positioning ourselves correctly, making sure you're towards the front edge of the chair, bringing the palms together at the heart center in Namaste or Anjali Mudra. And inhale, bring the arms down around and all the way up. Gaze up as you press the palms together. And as you exhale, turn the palms out. Hinge from the hips, come all the way forward. Let the head go. Belly rests on the thighs. Inhale, we bring our hands to the shins as we straighten and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, belly to the thighs once again. Let the head go. Turn the palms out, press down through the feet. Lead with the heart center as you come all the way up. Take a pause at the very tippy top and draw the hands down the midline of the body, closing the eyes. Full breath in and full breath out. And again. Inhaling the arms down around and all the way up, stretching up. Palms touch at the very tippy top. The gaze is up. And as you exhale, turn the palms out as if you're pressing through water, coming all the way down, letting the head go. Inhale, hands on shins as we lengthen the spine and gaze up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, turn the palms out, press down through the feet, coming all the way up. Take a pause at the top. Draw the hands down the midline of the body. Full breath in, full breath out, creating space. Last one. Inhale the arms down around and all the way up. Press the palms together. And as you exhale with resistance of the arms coming all the way forward, hinging at the hips and letting the head go. Inhale, halfway lift as you lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold to your fullest. Press down through the feet, turn the palms up, lead with the heart center. Use your core to come all the way up. Take a pause at the very tippy top and draw the hands down the midline of the body. Close the eyes. Full breath in and full breath out. And we'll go into, we'll practice Trikonasana pose or triangle pose. So we're going to just bring our right foot out to the right. Again, come a little bit forward on the chair. Just before that point, I happen to have a wall here, which is very nice. If you have one, use it. Otherwise, just keep your leg as straight as you can. Place the hands first right on your hips. We'll do just a little pre-practice for Trikonasana. So we get the bend at the right place. We're hinging from the hips, not from the waist. We hinge from the hips. So we inhale here, and as you exhale, just hinging from the hips. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, take that hinge again to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And this time we'll hinge once again, but we'll stay here. And bring that right hand all the way down as far as you can. It may rest on your knee or your shin. And then first, slip your left hand right onto the sacrum. The purpose of slipping it onto the sacrum is so that we can bring the left shoulder back, the right shoulder forward,
as if your back is leaning against a wall, as if it's leaning against your chair, but of course you're sitting forward. But that's how you want it to be. So it's kind of like this action. And then placing the left fingertips right onto the shoulder, lifting the elbow. And again, you may just do part of this pose wherever you are is perfect. Yoga takes you exactly from where you are, not from where you want to be, but from where you are. And then raising that left arm all the way up. We're in Trikonasana pose. The belly is in and up. We have one long line of energy from the crown to the base. And then we take that full and complete breath if you can. Belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. Pause and exhale all of the breath out. One more if you can. Inhale, belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. And exhale every little bit of breath out of the body. Back to center. You can use your right hand to lift up the leg and bring it forward. Take a pause. You can turn the palms up for a moment, just to take a pause here, just to notice how you feel, notice your breath. Then we'll do the other side. So we'll bring the left leg out. And again, your right knee stays directly over the ankle. My toes are facing forward. Bringing the hands onto the hips, the shoulders again. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. We always have the tendency to be kind of like this. Try and create that space, especially with the computers and everything else. So try and create that space. And inhale here. And as you exhale, just take a lean over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And this time, as you take the lean to the left, you're going to stay right here and then slip that left arm down towards your thigh, your knee, or below your knee towards the shin. And take your right hand right onto the sacrum to do that little action again, where the right shoulder comes back, the left moves a little bit forward, so that you feel as if you're leaning against the back of the chair or leaning against the wall. The crown stays right in line with the base, the crown of the head. One side is always going to be easier than the other. It's going to be different. Two sides are not the same. And then bring the fingertips right onto the shoulder, lift the elbow all the way up. Take a breath. And then raise that right arm all the way up. Take two full and complete breaths here. Inhale, belly, side ribs, back ribs, top corners of the chest. Pause. Exhale. All the breath out of the body. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to center. Place your left hand under the thigh to just bring it forward. And just take a moment, just close the eyes, just take a note of how you feel. We'll come into camel pose. I'm going to turn so that you see camel pose. It's called Ustrasana. And in camel pose, we just bring our hands as if we were putting our hands in back pockets. And then squeeze the elbows together. We lift up as if you're lifting up from the belly, all the way up. Stretch the front of the body. Inhale. As if there's a string from the sternum, just lifting it all the way up. And then exhale, taking it back. Now don't bring your head back so far
that you wouldn't be able to talk or breathe, but you can just lift your chin slightly, lifting everything up. So back bends are very energizing, enlivening. And then slowly coming forward, bring the right palm over the left palm, just closing the eyes for a moment, taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Come into camel one more time. Bring the hands into the back pocket, squeezing the elbows together as if somebody is just lifting you up. You inhale and get length, 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 all the way up. And then come into the back bend. The back bend comes from the thoracic spine, from the top of the spine, not from the bottom of the spine, but rather from the top, lifting the chin slightly. Again, not so much that it's uncomfortable. The breath, you'll notice, easily goes into the chest in this pose rather than the belly. And then slowly bringing the hands forward. Right palm over left palm. Close the eye. One last pose before meditation. We'll come into goddess pose, stretching the legs as wide as you can, and so your feet are facing out. And again, the crown of the head in line with the spine. And bringing your right elbow to that right knee. Bringing the left hand once again, as we did before in triangle pose, just moving it around. And then just lifting that left arm up. And if you like, you can straighten the right arm, or you can stay exactly in the forearms. And just getting a little bit of movement in the hips, just opening the hips in this extended twist. And then slowly coming all the way down, bringing the palms together into Namaste. Close the eyes. Press the palms together, creating oneness or union, which is the meaning of yoga. And then placing the left forearm onto the thigh, bringing the right hand behind, doing that little action that brings the right shoulder back. And raising that right arm all the way up. You can gaze up, or if your neck bothers you, just gazing down. Full breath in and full breath out. Slowly coming up, coming into restless stretch, just to separate even more, pressing the palms together, the elbows press into the thighs to open the hips. Crown of the head still stays in line with the spine. Breathing easily. Slowly coming up, leading with the heart center, using your core. Bringing the hands underneath the thighs to just bring them together. And then coming into whatever you have chosen as your spot for our Yoga Nidra, which, as I said before, is a meditation that we do lying down. Again, guaranteed to take all of the anxiety away, all of the tension in the body. And just finding that place where you can really be good to yourself. Just treat yourself really well for this very yummy meditation that's going to bring you into the deep state of consciousness. You can use an eye pillow if you like as well. And just lying on your back, and maybe you have a pillow under your head so that your forehead is just slightly higher than your chin. Maybe you cover yourself with a blanket or have a sweater. So when we cover ourselves, it allows the body to deeply relax. It allows the nervous system to calm down. And then just press your elbows into the couch or the bed or the floor to open up the shoulders. And turn your palms up. Lengthen the back of the rib cage. Lengthen your lower back. And just allow your legs to roll open. And notice if there's any tension, any place where you're holding tension. Relax the jaw. Let your mouth be slightly open. Make sure the weight of the body is evenly balanced. So we're going to begin the practice of Yoga Nidra. So just beginning by noticing the sounds you hear around you. Just allowing your mind to move from sound to sound, not holding on to any sound. And then begin to notice the sounds that you hear within your own body. Listen to the sound of your breath, the sound of an inhale, and the sound of an exhale. And just see if you can hear your heart beating or hear the sound of the little whispers in your head. So we're going to begin the rotation of awareness through the body. And so as I go through the body, see if you can feel the body part that I mentioned. Feel it, but don't move it. So the more you practice this technique, the more you're able to feel within the body. The order that we go in not only relaxes the physical body, but it follows a circuit of energy through the motor cortex of the brain. It allows the brain to relax. And if you lose me as we go through, just come back when you remember. Let's begin by bringing your awareness to your right hand, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, pinky finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, right upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right waist, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right calf, right ankle, heel of the right foot, bottom of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Bring your awareness to your left hand, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, pinky finger, palm of the left hand, back of the hand, left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, left armpit, left waist, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left calf, left ankle, heel of the left foot, bottom of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, back of the head, right side of the head, left side of the head, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, spine, right buttocks, left buttocks, front of the face, right side of the face, left side of the face, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyeball, left eyeball, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, upper lip, bottom lip, tongue, chin, chest, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, belly. Now leaving your awareness in the belly, counting backwards from 11 to 1. 11 being the inhale and 11 being the exhale. If you lose your way, coming back to 11. Stopping your count, bring your awareness to your heels, feeling your heels getting heavy, heavier, heavier. Feel your calves getting heavy, your thighs getting heavy. Feel both legs so heavy. You couldn't move them if you tried. They're as heavy as lead. Feel your torso heavy, your arms heavy. Both hands are so heavy. They're as heavy as lead. Head heavy. Whole body heavy. Your body is so heavy, it's creating an imprint on the earth. Now feel your head light, arms light, hands light, torso light, legs light, heels light. You're so light you could float between the ceiling and the floor. You are light as a feather. Now heavy. Now light. Now heavy. Heavy.
As I go through some fast-moving visuals, see what arises on the screen of your mind. Don't try and create a visual. Just see what memories or what images just appear just right out of your conscious or your subconscious mind. Red rose. Birds flying across the sky. Sun setting over the ocean. Baby sleeping. Waves gently slapping on a white sandy beach. Endless sand dunes. Yourself laughing. Lush green meadow. River moving through the mountains. Sun setting over red mountains. A white elephant lounging in a deck chair by the pool with a pink drink. Beautiful sky with pink and blue. Rain on a thatched roof. Yourself lazing in a hammock. A dog relaxing by a couch. Cat stretching. The sound, snoring. Red rose. White sand. Full moon. And just visualize yourself lying here. You're looking up at the sky. It's nighttime. It's a clear night. And you can see all the stars in the sky. There's a full moon shining, lights up the room, and it bathes your body in light. Just look at the stars. Some of them are brighter, some of them are less bright. But just become aware of the space between the stars. Just rest your awareness on the spaciousness upon which all of the stars are embedded. And just visualize your consciousness just beginning to move up into that starry night. As you move higher and higher up into the stars, they seem further and further apart. And the higher you go, the more spaciousness you feel. You keep going higher until all you experience is space. And just allow yourself to just float in that spaciousness. Just away from all of the stress and the worries below. Just float, enjoying the sense of freedom, just resting in the universe. And then as you look back down, you see the green and blue ball of the earth at a distance. So insignificant, yet so significant. And you begin to move your awareness back to that green and blue ball. The moonlight shining down into the earth and shining down into your body on the earth. Just visualizing a silvery cord. And that cord moves from your belly all the way up into the air. And then you just slide your consciousness down that silvery cord, all the way down into your body. Feel it stepping into your feet, your legs,
and your torso, into your hands and into your head. And feel your body from the inside. All you can feel inside is spaciousness. That same spaciousness that's between the stars is between each atom and cell within your body. Just allow yourself to rest and to be present in the spaciousness. And feeling the joy that arises as you rest in the spaciousness. Rest here for 2 minutes. Very slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then gently rolling to a place where you can eventually come to a seated position. And bringing your shoulders over your hips, your ears over your shoulder, your jaw relaxed. And just bringing the palms together at the heart center and rubbing them gently, just getting feeling back into the fingers and the toes. And then separating the hands an inch so that you feel the tejas between the hands, the heat. And as you move them further apart, you feel the radiance still a part of tejas. And then moving them apart even more, you get that puffy feeling as if you could shape the air between them. And then bringing the hands, just cupping them over the eyes. And as you lift the chin, bringing all of that heat and radiance and magnetism into and behind the eyes, into every one of the trillions of cells in the body, expanding your awareness, healing the brain, puffing up all of the cells. And then slowly dragging the hands down the front of the face, into the back of the neck, palm over palm, around to the front of the neck, palm over palm, and down to the thymus, the healing center, and our mantra for healing is Ram, 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 Ramaya Namaha. Ram, 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 Ramaya Namaha. Drawing the hands down to the heart, taking a pause, down to the solar plexus, down to the navel, and then taking the heel of the hand and just Really getting into the legs so that we can begin to ground the body so that you can get into this world activated. And then surrounding the knees, circling the knees, and stamping your feet so that you can bring all of the energy down to the feet, not feeling spacey. We want to release that spacey feeling by stamping the feet, bringing the hands to the heart center, and bowing the head all the way down to seal in this sacred practice. Slowly raising the head and bowing the head to the heart, to the only true teacher, the teacher that lies within each and every one of us. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat. Namaste.